Thank you. Hi, I am Faye McCray, and this is The Gentle Work. When I was in fifth grade, we had a school-wide oratorical contest. Each student had to write a speech. First, we delivered it to our classmates, and the best speeches were selected for the final round in front of the whole school. I wrote mine about Harriet Tubman. I don't remember much about the speech itself, but I remember being so proud of what I wrote. I was fascinated by her. And not the stories you hear at the margins of textbooks, but by the ones I heard from the whispers of grown-ups. How tiny she was, her haunting visions, and yes, that big gun. She wasn't some quiet conductor on a mythical track or some sorrowful figure begging history to remember her. She was a visionary and a rebel. She stared down power unbothered and moved through anyone who tried to block her. And I loved that, even at 10. So I practiced day in and day out. I memorized every word, every pause, every inflection. And when I delivered the speech in front of my class, nerves and all, I did it. I was chosen to speak in front of the whole school. But when that big moment came, things did not go according to plan. My stomach clenched, my palms got wet, my breath went shallow, and when I stepped on stage and opened my mouth, I delivered what would have been a 5-minute speech in about 30 seconds. I got through every word, but did anyone hear it? Absolutely not. I don't remember much about how the audience reacted, but I do remember my teacher. Her face was caught somewhere between sympathy and very complex disappointment. I wasn't who she thought I was. And I told myself I wasn't who I thought I was either. From that day until well into high school, I told myself a big fat lie. I am awful at public speaking. I am deeply introverted. My rhetoric is unmatched, but say it out loud, I'll leave that to someone else. But here's the funny thing about the lies that we tell ourselves. Most times they aren't the lies we choose, they're the ones we need. My big fat lie protected me from ever feeling that kind of shame again, from ever being that little girl again. It helped me build a wall between myself and any future stage, any spotlight, any risk of getting it wrong. And we all have those moments, the ones that plant stories deep inside of us, stories that sound like truth, but really are just armor, gearing us up for some unknown battle, time and date to be determined, opponent, self. Over time, I started to realize those stories didn't come from the wise, grounded woman I've since become. They came from her, that little girl inside of me, still cowering backstage, the little girl who went home and cried, that little girl who couldn't meet the eyes of her family because their disappointment, real or imagined, made her the saddest. The funny thing about those little girls inside us is that they're always there, sometimes quieter than others, sometimes so loud. They don't knock, they don't send calendar invites, they just appear in your chest, in your voice, in that quiet panic before you take a big risk. And I know her. I know her swinging box braids, her sun-baked brown skin, her long, skinny legs, that thick, thick Queen's accent. She remembers everything. When she felt abandoned, when she felt unloved, when she felt ugly, when she felt like she wasn't good enough. Sometimes she was so happy, but sometimes, too many times, she was so scared. But here's what I've learned. When she shows up, I shouldn't turn my back. It's a sign that something needs tending. My job is not to silence her or dismiss her, but to love her, to mother her. So I ask her, what do you need right now? What can I do? What scars still hurt? How can I heal them? Because this is what it means to mother yourself. It means recognizing when that little girl is speaking and not silencing her. She just needs to be seen. So let me say this gently. Even if we had amazing mothers, and many of us did, and many of us are, there are always parts of us that they couldn't reach. not because they didn't want to, but because they were still learning how to mother themselves. Mothering yourself is not a rejection of your mother. It's an act of completion. It's a decision to go back to the parts of you that were left behind, to scoop them up and say, I see you now. I'm ready to listen. Now, as I mother myself, I carry this knowledge with both hands, because I know no matter how much I give to my children, they'll still have bruises that I didn't mean to cause. They'll still have moments I never knew hurt them. They'll inherit not just my wisdom, but my wounds. Self-mothering is not a one-time thing. It's a daily, sometimes hourly practice. It's slowing down when I want to go slow, when I want to push through. It's choosing grace when I feel shame creeping in. It's holding space for the little girl in me and saying, I've got you. We're safe now. And so I mother her in the quiet moments before bed, in the mirror when I catch my own tired eyes, when I stumble and I feel like I should have known better by now. I return to her again and again and remind her of something she was never told enough. You are worthy. You are wanted. You are not too much. You are not too late. Even if it's just me saying it, I love you, and that counts. Thank you.